Hi, welcome to Volleyball One-on-One. I'm here with Brian Gimmillaro, arguably one of the greatest coaches in indoor volleyball history. Coached Misty May, Daniel Scott Aurora, and Tara Crossbattle, 3 of the 10 greatest female volleyball players ever to play the game. And for all you young volleyball players out there, I wanted to ask Brian a question specifically for you, which is, Brian, what advice can you give young players that want to come play college volleyball, particularly female college volleyball? From what I understand, there's 300 universities, but there's almost 250,000 kids that want to do it.
Yeah, there's 330 Division I schools, and it's nice to know that women's volleyball is at every school, including Division
awesome.
II, Division III, and small colleges. And it's a great sport that gets under-publicized because the quality of the women that play this game is outstanding. It's astonishing the quality of people, young girls and women that play, and families. The parents are wonderful. Any sport. If you're going to play volleyball and you want to play in college, you got to play volleyball. And that sounds silly, but we're talking about. You mentioned Misty. I think Misty played more volleyball than most teams have ever played, and on her own. If you combine everybody in a team, they haven't played as much as Misty played. If you're going to learn your sport, you play your sport, and you play it as much as possible. Then you set goals. You make sure that you find ways for colleges to watch you play. The kids are far advanced of me with that. They know how to text and email and
contact the coaches.
Get them a file on the internet about
get them stuff.
Quick video on what they're doing, how to get a hold of them, about academics and all that. I have about a 5-page write-up that I give to families that ask about the process of.
Oh wow, that's good.
Of the process, because it's complicated, but you have to be noticed and you have to be prepared. And then I think players need to not lose their focus. Their goal is important. Always thinking about the goal, by definition, breaks the focus of them learning how to play. So learn how to play all the time. Somebody will notice you if you get prepared. And players know what preparation is. And people know that if they're good enough. Now, there's something different. Some kids we know right away are good enough. But sometimes in my camp, I'll see a young player. Almost every year we get a player out of camp who has special qualities beyond what you first notice. That the first look is kids that are special physical ability, but that mental ability, that desire to be better is something that we love to be able to see better.
And it's great. You actually get the opportunity sometimes to see that in your camps. That's
wonderful. we get them for 4 days, and suddenly
so you got a lot of time.
Yeah, you see how they respond, and every year we get somebody out of camp, and it's exciting.
That's great.
Yeah, but the kids know they just need to get themselves prepared and work at their sport.
Okay, now let's build on that question, and let's try and do this briefly. Quick advice, what are some tips on choosing the right college?
Well, I think the geography, area of study, future considerations, coach, team, history, and then see it for themselves. And I think more than anything else, it's a feel. You get there, you feel a sense of belonging, go with it.
So trust that gut instinct.
Yeah, exactly. Women, one of the things I learned is I trust the instincts of women. Margaret Mead, the famous cultural anthropologist, said that women, women's intuition is thousands of years of preparation that came for women, and they have a sense about it, and that's what women's intuition is. And so over time, I've believed that quote, and they have a pretty good feel. And so I think that parents need to take a major role in guiding, because they're so experienced, whether athletes or not, they're experienced with life, and then they need to put the child, the young woman, girl in this case, in a position for her to feel and make a decision on. based on their guidance.
Wow. Really, really good advice. Thank you. No, that's great advice. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that. Make sure you check out all of Brian's videos of Volleyball 1-on-1. There's also a great DVD series by him where he has 6 DVDs at almost an hour each where he breaks down every skill as it relates to volleyball. It's one of my favorite series of videos online out there. Okay, I hope that's helpful.